Together it's a long road from Amistad to Toho. Doesn't matter which way you go,
Not giant.
the miles are all the same.
Point is that I'm right.
When you finally get there, and when you pull the cover off, then it's time to get a little bit
Here's the
lost
next shot.
out on the lake.
I've caught quite a few right there.
Gonna back this boat into the water, find a way to win a couple dollars. Weatherman says there's a cold front coming down. Bring it on, I've seen it all by now. I can catch 'em shallow, I can catch 'em deep. Open water or the back of the creek. Wind and rain to me, it's all the same. I make a living playing this game, and I thank the Lord above every
See?
time I can. I get to
Think of
be
that.
a fisherman. Come Thursday morning, I'll have me something figured out. It's not definite, but just about.
Yeah.
That I can make the cut.
Brian, really.
And I'm betting on Sunday that I'll
There's a
be
lot of
fishing
people.
solo.
Oh boy.
Just me and my
Told
cameraman
you.
Joe.
Told
And
you.
with a little bit of luck, I'll have just
Okay.
enough. Gonna back this boat into the water. Find a way to
Just tell
win
them,
a couple
tell them a little bit
dollars.
of what you're doing.
Weatherman says there's a cold front coming down. Bring it on, I've seen it all
Not
by
giant,
now.
but nice. A good quality fish. Wouldn't mind having 5 of them in a tournament. Tell them a little bit about what you were doing, how you caught it.
I was just waking this swim jig right through the pads, and she came up and ate it.
Yeah, not giant, but nice. A good
Nice.
quality fish. You wouldn't mind having 5 of them in a tournament.
Definitely not.
That's for sure. Came right out of the pads. It's only about a foot deep, and I told Ryan, I said, they're in here on your left, man. Oh yes, Ryan. Ryan, what do you think of that, Ryan?
I think that's a good fish right there.
Yeah,
There you go.
Ryan, that's really nice. That's 5 pounds.
Yeah, it's definitely 5 pounds. The fish is beat up too.
Oh, look at that. Look how big that is. On a swim jig, man. Whoa. That's really nice, huh?
I'll take it.
Hold that up, I'll take a still. Okay. That's really nice, huh?
There we go.
All right, let's let that one go. Decent, buddy.
Definitely.
Okay, I'm down here at one of our lower Delaware ponds with Ryan, our site member here. This is Ryan Corsiato. Just picked this one up. We're seeing a lot of bait fish jumping and everything. I said there's bass here in these pads. We wanted to work them first real early before we go try out what we're going to do with the soft plastics in the docks. But I threw this in, they weren't hitting it. So I said, look, what you need to do is just hold the rod tip up high and reel the swim jig a little bit slower. As soon as I slowed it down and made it wake, but just slowed it down, hit right away. So we'll see if that's the key. See that? We're kind of hunting these. Really, we're watching for that
Yeah.
movement in the pads.
Bro, when you see it come, throw it out there, and they're on it right away.
Nice. Tell them what kind of line you're using. So you don't have to have braid, you just have to
This
have a
is
no stretch line.
20-pound fluoro.
Right, and that's working
today,
fine.
so
Right.
that's a fat one.
Yeah, look how fat it is. It's short and stuff, but it's fat, it's healthy.
Yep.
Decent one that time. We saw that fish too. I had that one just bang the back of my bait, and it didn't get it. And I said, you just got to be in there. You got to make it hit again for sure.
And it did.
And it did. They're in the pads this morning. Now we got to find out, are they in the docks too, and see if my theory holds true with the soft plastics in the docks. If they're in the pads in the morning on the swim jig and then they're on the docks on the soft plastics on the Senko, we'll be ready for the Potomac St. Jude tournament.
I wonder if Chopin will make a jig head over. There we go.
Oh yeah. Not too bad, not giant, but okay.
That might have been the one that hit you.
Yeah, we saw that fish too. I had that one just bang the back of my bait, and it didn't get it. I said, you just got to be in there. You got to make it hit again for sure.
And it did?
And it did. Yeah. The dock fishing, docks generally hold the bigger fish.
Yeah.
Not that that one you caught this morning wasn't big,
That's a
as
good
it was.
fish, but that's not every time. Though,
No.
you know? With a dock, it's always going to be a decent,
Yeah, it's usually a bigger fish.
especially when all the smaller ones are up in here.
That's not small though.
Get her out.
Darn, man. Oh
That's a
boy,
good one.
Ryan. Ryan.
Oh, that's a good one.
buddy.
That's got to be 6.
It seems like it.
It looked big. The wake it made was huge.
Man, holy God. I can't get it out. It's wrapped in those pads so
You got her stuck good there. That's a huge fish.
Oh, that's big, huh?
That's huge. That's a freaking tank.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, God.
There we go. That's 6. Feel that.
That's awesome. What do you think that is? 6?
I think it's
6.
Yeah, that's 6 pounds. That's 6 pounds. That's 6 pounds in the summer. That's the 6.5, 7 pounds plus bass. See, look at the mouth. Ryan, I like swim jigs. Look
That's
at that
a good
baby.
fish.
Oh yes, decent. Oh yeah, swim jigs. It's middle of the summer, 90 degrees down here in Lower Delaware with Ryan Corsiato, Steve Von Brandt for the Bass College. We'll see you in a minute.
Took this jig into the dock and no taker, and I was swimming it back to the dock, or back to the boat, and she came out and grabbed it
Yeah.
out of nowhere.
Now I'm throwing the Senko in and skipping it under, and then Ryan's flipping the jig, and we're going to see, you know, how that works. Are they just going to hit the jig, or will they hit both? Off the main lake docks, man, it's hot. It's got like 98% humidity. What is it, about 95, 97 degrees? Whew. There he is. Let's get him back in. We caught 2 other ones that we didn't film. About 2 pounds. We don't film all the 2-pounders, but Ryan caught those, and now I came up. I said, man, he's going to be right in here. Bump, bump. Dirty jigs, Grandy bass, down here in the heat in Lower Delaware. We'll see you in a minute. That's decent. Tell them where that was, Ryan.
Out in the middle of the cove we're in this creek, and just hit the swim.
Right out
No
in the
reason.
very middle.
For absolutely no reason.
Not in the pads, not in the laydowns, not in the grass, just out in the middle by the channel. So there has to be some structure there
Yeah.
that's washed in or
Either
something.
that or she followed me out of the pads.
Probably, that's possible. But that's decent. It's not bad at all. It is so hot.
Yeah.
It is like, God, it is so hot. It's hard to breathe.
Pressure on her, she's holding me up.
Keep the
pad.
pressure on there. We'll try and get out there.
Hopefully she's still there.
Just keep, there it is.
Oh, mother. See that thing jump?
Yes. Nice. It's decent too. Look at it.
That's a good one. Oh, come to me. Ow, hook myself in the hand. There you go.
It's 5 pounds.
That's a good 5 pounds.
Oh, easy. Maybe 5.5.
It's heavy as hell.
Yeah, that's
it's
probably
strong.
5.5, isn't it?
Could be.
Yeah, that is. That's big. And that's a 6 or 6.5 pound bass in the spring. Hold that up. That's really giant. Yeah, see, that's giant. We just weighed that on the scale. So everybody will say, how big is it? You say, oh, that's 5 pounds, you guys always say. No, it wasn't 5. It's almost 6. 5.90 digital. It's a 1/10 of an ounce off of 6 pounds.
We'll get her back in.
There we go. 6 pound bass, swim jigs, 100 degrees. Brandy bass, Mega Claws trailer. We got dirty jigs, swim jigs on. Catching them at 100 degrees in the summer, man. The pattern is they are in pads, flat out. You can catch a few on docks. You can catch a few, you know, on the rocks. You can catch a couple, you know, in laydowns. But the big, big bass today have been where? In
I just had
pads.
one hit and lost it. Was gonna hold it for the camera, and then 2 casts later, this one hits again up in the same.
Tell them
set
what's
of pads.
happening in here, Ryan.
You
How
can just-
fast this is happening and what we
We'll
see,
just
you
walk
know.
the pads move and throw to them, and there's a fish there every time.
It's just like hunting, isn't it?
Awesome. It's fun.
And they're on a swim jig, man. Dirty jigs, Grandy bass, in the pads, 100 degrees, boy.
That's awesome right there.
We're already up to like 19, 20 pounds now. We could be well over 25 pounds here.
Way up in there. You might have to take me over that way.
All right, we'll get over there.
Yeah, I can't bust her out of there. She's moving a little bit, but I'm not sure.
It might pull out itself.
I don't want to give her slack now.
No, keep that line tight.
I'm pretty sure she's still there.
I saw it hit.
Yeah, I felt
Saw this fish come up and take it. Bring that one in. That's nice. Dirty jig again. Brandy bass trailer.
There we go.
Tell him about that, man. That was
He
great.
followed her out of the pads and right next to the boat came up and just inhaled it.
This is the middle of the day, man. It's
100
hot.
degrees, it's gotta be.
What do we got now? About, I think that'll take one of the small ones out. That gives us almost 21 pounds.
Yeah, that's a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Let's get her back.
Came right out of the dock here by Ken Fisherman and Reynolds' house. Right next to Ken Reynolds that owns Red Mill Tackle, right by his dock. And this is right across from where I caught the 6'9" in front of his dock too, the last time when you saw him here. We're going to get out of here. Just unbearable, but it was a great day. Not only was it hot temperature-wise, it was hot fishing-wise. 5s and 6s, almost 7 pounds, tons of 3s and a couple 4s and 2s. We could stay here all day probably and do this. We're on the pattern, and that is shallow pads, and I mean shallow pads. Guys, don't be afraid. Lee Sisson wrote about this in Bassmaster. I've told you about it so many times, it's ridiculous. Get up into that shallow water, 6-8 inches deep, even if it's 100 degrees out. Throw that swim jig, dirty jigs, Grandy Bass trailers, and you're going to catch the same thing we're catching anywhere across the country. Until next time, this is Steve Von Brandt for the Bass College. I'm down here with Ryan Corsiato, and we'll see you next time down on the water.